Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Elite Discord Tournament. Today we will watch the Underworld face off against the Joyriders for Game 4 and a chance for the Underworld to fight for Game 5 and head back to the motor yard. But they're going to have to win this one at the Tiger Den to make that happen. So if you saw the end of the last episode, there was a little confusion with the starting rotation, but that's what we're going to go with as we get into this one. The Joyriders looking to try and finish off the Underworld fighting for another day. So let's see what the lineups look like with Toothsome ready, injured. He is going to have to sit this one out. And again, I have to switch this over to Dearth Hughes. Dearth from the Lockhorns last season will be the starting pitcher number 4 in the rotation. For the Joyriders, they'll have Finley Pickles DHing and leading off. He's currently tense. Oakley Reddier will be locked in and hitting second in center field. Genevieve Peichel will be catching in the 3 spot. Caroline Gomez will get the start in left field, batting 4th. Kayla Carter will be at first base, batting 5th. Yauman Casey will be the right fielder for today's game. Frederick Rivers will be starting at shortstop. Nick Everdale will get the start at third base, and Luna Sandberg will round out the starting lineup for the Joyriders. When it comes to what the Underworld will do, you're going to see the starting pitcher change here in a second. Yep. I don't know why you're going to put in a relief pitcher. If anything, put in your long reliever. But due to the last game having Lennox McGribbons coming in relief of Claire Russo, he is going to be pitching on short rest for today's game. Let's take a look at their lineup. Jamie Cook will be leading off in center, as he usually does. Jillian Fisher batting second. Tobias Fox will be in left field today, batting third. Cedar Nielsen batting fourth and playing at shortstop. Gianni Duffy will be DHing. Army Porter at first base. Nova Sanford will get the start in her secondary position of right field. We'll have Lash Sellers at third base, and Jada McCarthy, who is currently locked in but tired, will be number 9 in the order and the starting catcher for Lennox McGribbon. So we'll see how long he can go. The bullpen is going to need to be ready to step up and pitch well for his team, or for their team in this one, as their backs are still against the wall. They head back to the Tiger Den. The Joyriders can't clinch with a win here. The Underworld want to push to Game 5. We'll see what happens in this one. Welcome to Game 4. So here we are at the Tiger Den. The Underworld won in a 2-0 matchup against DeAndre Fleshman, in which they got a huge 2-run homer from Tobias Fox to be the game winner. Finley Pickles will be leading things off, as yet to get a hit in this tournament. They have been still relying on him in the DH spot, as well as at the top of the order. 2-0 count here. And McGribbons, who has Tier 1 crossed up, as well as Tier 1 easy jumps. We'll see how long he goes in this game. 3-1 count, pull one foul for strike 2. And Finley Pickles with a nice battle here. The key will be working that pitch count of Lennox McGribbons, who is already at about a 3/4 stamina before this game even started. And finally, about a 10-pitch at-bat there ends in a base hit for Finley Pickles, as he's able to bloop that one into left field. And he'll be standing on first base for Oakley Reddier, who's still locked in, batting .625 on the tournament. And a 9-pitch at-bat for that one. Tier 3 Mind Gamer will really mess with McGribbon's accuracy for this one. 2-0 count immediately, falling behind and getting a strike there. So 2-1, and we'll drop out of the zone. So 3-1 count here in Oakley's favor. It's going to be ball 4. So a base hit followed by a walk, and it's not looking good for McGribbons already. Genevieve Peichel comes in now, batting .250 on the tournament. Tier 2 off-speed hitter. Speaking of off-speed, McGribbons has 2 off-speed pitches, a slider and a curveball. Also has a fastball and a four-seam fastball. We'll get ahead in the count 0-2 before getting Peichel to pop up to the catcher. It's an infield fly, but it's going to be out number 1. It'd be nice to get a double play here from McGribbons if he's trying to stay in this game for much longer, as he needs to go at least a couple of innings to help his team out. It's a first pitch strike against Gomez. Ball inside. That one's low. 2-1 count here. Nice block from McCarthy. Now it's going to be pushed foul into the stands. So with the 2-2 count and 1 out with runners on first and second, the ball is going to be muscled into left field for a base hit. All runners advance 1 base as they play a little bit of small ball here. And with 1 out, the bases loaded, Kayla Carter comes up, batting .444 with 1 home run and 1 RBI, Tier 2 off-speed hitter. We'll get a fastball for ball 1 high. There's a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. That's going to be another fastball, so challenging her with the fast stuff. Little Hack activates here with a 1-2 count. Chase is out of the zone. Nasty swing there on a slider that just completely dropped out of the bottom of the strike zone for strike 3. So with the bases loaded, Yeoman Casey comes in. Contact versus righties at Tier 2. And McGribbon's trying to get out of this inning, throwing near 30 pitches. So gets a pop foul there. 0-2 count. And we'll get a liner right to Porter for out number 3. So no runs come across, but McGribbon's already going to be in bad shape as he gives up, or he throws about 30 pitches and is already at about half stamina. So it's going to be curious to see how long he goes in this one. Jamie Cook comes in with Tier 2 power versus righties. Little Hack activates here against Dearth Hughes. Dearth, kind of the opposite of McGribbons, really focused on the accuracy, not so much on the junk and velocity. And it helped him there as he was able to pinpoint his spot at the top of the zone for strike 3. It's going to be out number 1. And Jillian Fisher will come up. She has been having a really poor season so far, but she's going to get a base hit on the first pitch she sees. Sends it up the middle, and she's standing on first base with 1 out. For Tobias Fox, batting .250 on the tournament. Had his first home run and RBI in the last game where he had that big hit to give the team the win. And this one sent to deep left center field. It's carrying. Does it have enough room? It falls into the glove of Caroline Gomez in probably the only spot that ball's not getting out, in that little nook there in left center field. And so that's out number 2, sent a very long way before dying. And now Dearth Hughes with Tier 3 Mind Gamer faced off against him. And Cedar Nielsen, who's been very quiet since the beginning of this tournament, lines out to third base to end the inning. You can see the dugout there of the Underworld. They're already feeling a little down on themselves, as it's not looking good. Despite this being a 0-0 ball game through the first inning, McGribbons is going to have to really muscle it up here. As he gets a pop-up there, 1-2 count. Frederick Rivers got, I think, 1 at-bat in the last game. Did not get a hit. Full count here. And we'll pop that foul. He has Tier 2 Durable and Tier 2 Dive Wizard. That's going to be a ball 4, so McGribbons can't believe himself that he just threw a full count walk. So Nick Everdale will come up batting .500, 2 home runs, and they're going to pull McGribbons already. And they opt for their other tired pitcher, Cardoso Hill. Was a 4-seam and a curveball. That's it. Of Tier 3 reverse splits against lefties. 1-1 count here for Everdale. Ball out of the zone. So McGribbons 1+ innings. This ball sent to deep right center field. It's going to hang up, and Jamie Cook is able to catch that one for out number 1. Little sigh of relief there as they got pretty lucky. Luna Sandberg will now come in, batting .333. Ball's going to drop in for a strike. Nice curveball there. Little Hack activates for Sandberg at Tier 2. It's going to be a ball low. There's a strike inside corner. Little Hack activates again on a 1-2 count with 1 out. Runner on first. It's going to be fouled off, so we'll do it again. And there's strike 3, so Cardoso Hill with a nice pitch there is able to get out number 2. Now Finley Pickles, despite the base hit, still tense. Because he's been tense for most of the tournament. Reverse splits will be activated against him here. So not much power or contact right now. And he's going to be able to get a base hit past the diving Jillian Fisher and into center field. So he gets his mojo back finally after his second hit of the game. And Oakley Readier will also be impacted by that Tier 2 or Tier 3 reverse splits, but Mind Gamer will also be pushing against Cardoso's accuracy. So this is a nice little battle between the two. Oakley is locked in, so that's helping to offset some of that mojo drop. 1-2 count here. And strike 3. He had his number for that at bat, as Oakley was kind of swinging through everything. He had his timing all off, and it was a strikeout to end the inning. So it's 0-0. The Underworld looking to see if maybe they can get on the board to help out that pitching staff so they don't feel like they have to be perfect. Darth Hughes will have Tier 3 Mind Gamer activated against him. Gianni Duffy will ground out hard to second base. It's going to be out number 1. Army Porter now comes up, hitless in the tournament. A lot of those hitters in this tournament have been hitless. It's been kind of interesting to watch such good players struggle so much. She hits that one hard, and it's tailing foul, and it hits in that corner there off a crossbar. Fouls one off here, 1-2 count. Darth Hughes will stay alive here is Porter. And that's going to be a nice base hit into right field. So she gets her first hit of the series. She feels a little bit better about herself as she's standing on first base for Nova Sanford. This is her first at-bat of the tournament. Tier 1 off-speed hitter. Going to take a strike. That was a very courteous strike. That one's going to stay inside. The umps have been a little inconsistent in this tournament so far. There is a swinging strike 2. 1-2 count. Ball outside. So 2-2 with a runner on first with 1 out. And now 2 outs on the called strike 3 on the high and outside corner. Again, some questionable calls here. Lash Sellers, very above average player across the board. Kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. Takes the first pitch strike. We're going to see if she can join the first hit club. That's going to be a 1-2 count for Hughes. 2 outs and a grounder down the third baseline, like literally right on the line. And Everdale is able to scoop it up, manage to work around that base and get it over to first in time for out number 3. So another quiet inning for these teams as it is still scoreless through 2. Peichel will come up with the reverse splits activated against her. I think she popped up her last time, batting 200. She takes a strike and swings through another one, so that curveball doing some extra damage. And there's strike 3 on the fastball, so Cardoso with another out, another strikeout. And Carolyn Gomez will come in. Aria Kelly will come in to replace Cardoso Hill, so not keeping him in too long. And Aria with Tier 3 specialist, lefty versus lefty matchup here. So Gomez getting negatively impacted. And, she timed up that curveball, but it ends up sailing out of play. And there's a grounder to the pitcher. That's out number 2. Now Kayla Carter comes up over 1. And Aria Kelly with a 4-seam, a 2-seam, and a curveball. I mean, a cut fastball, not a 2-seam. Little hack activates for Carter. She's looking for that curveball. There it is, but it's going to stay high for a ball. And there's a fastball that she has to swing at, and she grounds out to third base to end the inning. So far, the Underworld pitching staff has done their job to keep the Joyriders off the bases and off the scoreboard. Now it's a matter of whether the Underworld offense can do something here against Darth McHughes. Jada McCarthy is locked in. And she'll get a hold of that one, but pulls it foul. And this one's fisted off the end of the bat and into right field over the glove of the first baseman. And that's going to be a base hit to lead off this third inning. All right, so here comes Jamie Cook. Leadoff man wraps around again, batting 300. Runner takes off immediately. It's a hit and run, and it still fails as it's going to be a grounder right to the second baseman. They're able to get the out at second, followed by the out at first base. So it ends up backfiring on the Underworld. They can't get anything going offensively against Darth Hughes, who's now locked in. And that's going to be a grounder to short. And Rivers, with a very weak arm, still able to get it to first in time for out number 3. So 3 hits apiece for both teams, but nothing coming of it as we've gone through half the game. And it is still nothing. Here comes Yaman Casey, and with Tier 3 specialists activated, Arya Kelly is really able to knock down those attributes for him. As he grounds to third, and Sellers with a nice throw across the diamond for out number 1.
Number 5, Frederick Rivers.
Here comes Frederick Rivers, still looking for his first hit. Only a couple of at-bats so far. First pitch strike, and this ball driven into right field, but it's going to hang up for Nova Sanford, catching that for out number 2.
Number 8, Nick Everdale.
Nick Everdale will come up to the plate, batting .429 as he was not able to get a hit in his last appearance. Little Hack will activate here. And we'll push one foul, so down 0-2. We'll see Little Hack continue to stay active. And we'll fist one off the end of the bat, pulling it over to third base for out number 3. It's another great inning from Arya Kelly. And here comes Tobias Fox, seeing if he can jumpstart the offense against the Overworld. Or, I mean, the oh my God. Tobias Fox looking to get a hit, and he does, sends it into center field against Darth Hughes. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Darth will go back to neutral mojo, and Cedar Nielsen, who is 0 for 1 and has been quiet since the first game of the tournament, now batting .222 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. Mind Gamer will be activated, and he pulls one down the right field line past the diving first baseman who was holding the runner, and that's going to be back-to-back singles for the Underworld to start this one. And Gianni Duffy, who is neutral but has Mind Gamer, we'll see if he can find one to drive to help out his team. So he pushes the first one foul into the dugout. Takes a ball high. Not much speed on the base paths. And he hits one deep left field. This one's carrying. It's going to at least hit the wall. It looks like it's going to get out of here. And it does. First section there. And Gianni Duffy with his second home run of the tournament is a big one. A 3-run blast against Darth Hughes, who's been cruising through 3+ innings. And he gives up back-to-back singles, and then that home run knocks him out of the game. And Al Khan will come in to replace him. He pitched in the last one, and so he is not at full stamina against Army Porter. And Army, oh man, she muscles that one but pulls it foul. 0-2 count. She's going to stay alive on a little grounder in foul territory there. And she'll make contact and pull it foul. Down 0-2, and that one gets way inside. Popped foul again, and a good battle from Army as she swings through strike 3 there. Al Khan with a really nice pitch, but he had to work for that one. And now Nova Sanford will come up 0 for 1 today. Tier 1 off-speed hitter, and there was that slider. Also has a curveball and a fastball. Swung at the fastball, and now down 0-2, and will chase out of the zone. So nice pitching from Al Khan. We'll get another strikeout. And 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. And now Lash Sellers comes up. Also 0 for 1 today. With 2 outs, she'll be looking for a pitch to get on base. And she's going to see that one drop out of the zone. 1-1. That one catches the corner on the nice slider, 1-2 count, and swings way late, even on a 77-mile-an-hour curveball, and it's going to be strike 3. So Al Khan comes in to relieve Dirth Hughes, and he gets 3 strikeouts to end the inning, but not before Gianni Duffy has the huge 3-run homer to take the lead here at Tiger Den. So now the bullpen for both teams are going to have to work through these last 2 innings. The Underworld hopefully have an opportunity to get back home with a 2-2 series tie. Arya Kelly getting tired. 1-2 count here, and we'll take strike 3. So Sandberg frozen, not happy with the call, but she's going to have to deal with it as that's going to be what the ump says. So strike 3. And out number 1, Arya Kelly now locked in, helping to offset that decreasing stamina. Finley Pickles dealing with the specialist trait, and despite the dive, Jillian Fisher not able to get to that one, and Finley Pickles overcomes the specialist debuff and is able to pull one into right field for a base hit. So 1 out hit. Kelly back to neutrals. They should pull her here, but they're not. And now Mind Gamer activated against Oakley Reddier, or for Oakley Reddier, along with Specialist against him. And he pushes this one into center field. A 1-out hit for him, and it's back-to-back singles. Puts runners on first and second for Genevieve Peichel. 0 for 2 today. Tier 2 off-speed hitter. And Genevieve will get pulled for Jalen Walker. And Arya's still in there. Oh my God. They are throwing right now. Do not. Oh my God. I'm like, I don't want to root for any teams, but man, this is so messed up. And Cedar Nielsen can't get to that one. It's going to get into left field. Base rounder activates, but all the runners will have to hold as it was shallow left. And now bases are loaded with 1 out. Caroline Gomez comes in. 1 for 2 with a single. They finally pull Kelly for Luke Santiago. I believe Santiago with tier 3 reverse splits, and there's a grounder to second. Nielsen over to Porter, out number 3. Huge moment there as Santiago was able to come in and with 1 out and the bases loaded is able to induce the ground ball double play to end the inning. So it's still 3-0. And I just got really nervous. I honestly hate when any of these teams, as Talia Erickson comes in for Jalen Walker behind the plate, I just hate when any of these AI teams keep their pitchers in for too long, as it's just such a frustrating experience to know that these games would go differently if not for the bad AI decisions. And Khan with a big strikeout there, his 4th strikeout and 4 batters in this game. Luke Santiago, former Buzzwing, just wanted to look that up. And now Jamie Cook, the leadoff man, will come up once again with 1 out. Takes the first pitch, strikes, so Little Hack activates. And we'll swing at a pitch, so he'll go down 0-2. Little Hack still active. And we'll swing at another one, pulls it foul. And this one will go up the middle. Rivers over to first, out number 2. And that's going to be a mojo drop for Jamie Cook. Jillian Fisher, 1 for 2 with a single, batting .333 now in the tournament. Has been very quiet. And she hits one but foul. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Khan won't get her to chase out of the zone. There's ball 2. Even now. And Jillian Fisher freezes on strike 3. Says something to Khan. He just waves goodbye as he heads back to the dugout. And we head to the 6th inning. Last chance for the Joyriders. 3 runs down. Kayla Carter will get started first as Santiago, a rare lefty with reverse splits. We'll see this negatively impacting Kayla Carter. Little Hack activated. And she hits one hard, deep left field. It's carrying, and it's going to get out of here. A solo shot for Kayla Carter. She comes up big as the Joyriders are not done just yet. They're not going down without a fight. And Kayla Carter, her 2nd home run, both solo shots, makes this a 3-1 ball game. Yaman Casey comes up. He's tense, 0 for 2 today, batting .143 so far. Santiago gets a grounder to second. Jillian Fisher throws it in the dirt. That wasn't even a noodle arm. And so she's going to lose mojo after making a mistake on that throw. And the runner does reach first. That is 100% an error, as the first baseman was not able to scoop that one. And so this game's going to continue. Frederick Rivers, negatively impacted by the reverse splits, will try and drop down a bunt. Not much speed over there at first base. Tying run at the plate right now, and strike 3 called. Nice pitch from Santiago. And now with 2 outs. No, 1 out. With 1 out, reverse splits will activate against Nick Everdale. Runner on first. Chance for maybe a ground ball double play. Nick Everdale has some pop in the bat. Maybe not right now. 2-1 count. Santiago looking to see what he can do here. 2-2. 1 out. And, ooh, man. He wanted that pitch back as he holds that one, pulls it way foul and out of play, but hit very hard. And a nice strikeout from Santiago for out number 2. And now Luna Sandberg, who already struck out at least once today, 0 for 2 today. We'll see reverse splits activated against her. Takes a ball outside. Runner stranded at first base right now with 2 outs. Tying run at the plate. It's going to be a strike, 2-1. And that one's going to go foul. 2-2. Sandberg will take ball 3 inside, just misses. Runner will go here and pop foul. So with 2 outs, with 2 outs and runner on first, there's a walk. Just misses the plate. Santiago must be a little bit upset about that, as he thought he caught the strike zone, but instead it's going to be runners on first and second for Finley Pickles, who's now not being negatively impacted by a tense mojo or the reverse splits or specialist, and he gets his 4th base hit of the day. And it's going to be bases loaded with 2 outs.
Center field, number 6, Oakley.
Tying run at second base. Potential winning run at first. Oakley readier, 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. Tier 3 mind gamer, as they're going to keep Santiago out there. 25th pitch. Oh, no. Oakley readier will have a joyride around the bases on that grand slam. Oh, 464. Possibly the hardest hit ball of this tournament. That one was demolished, and he takes a cruise around the bases. The Joyriders take a lead, and then they pull Luke Santiago for the fresh Isaac Villegas. 5-3 lead here for the Underworld, or against the Underworld. Sellers will get it out. Whew. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. They had a chance to get out of this with 2 outs, but instead they now have to score 2 runs to stay in this tournament. They'll go 3-4-5. Tobias Fox will get things started against Al Khan. And he'll swing at the first pitch, and he'll ground straight to Kayla Carter at first for out number 1. Cedar Nielsen, 1 for 2 today. Mind Gamer will activate. Khan locked in, so it's not going to do much to him. Take first pitch strike on the slider. Take first ball inside. And he'll swing at one, and Al Khan with a nice play stops that one right in front of him, and he's able to get it over to first in time. So with 2 runs left, Gianni Duffy, who already hit a 3-run homer, Mind Gamer activated. With 2 outs, he's the last chance to keep this game alive. He'll swing to strike 2. And Gianni Duffy blasts one off the wall in left field and misplayed by Gomez, but Gianni Duffy is going to stretch it to second base. And so he's able to get on with a 2-out double. Army Porter, who's been 167 average this tournament, with 1 for 2 day today. Al Khan still locked in. Has to get on base here at the very least. We'll pop that one foul and out of play. Nice leaping attempt by Everdale. 1-1 count, 2 outs, runner on second, and Army Porter will foul off once again. She's been late on these swings. 1-2. She fouls this one off, just fouling it back, just misses there. And there's a ball low. Al Khan at the 40 pitch mark here, getting very tired. Will take ball 3. She checked her swing, so full count. And she fouls another one off, staying alive a little bit longer. Elle will get the pop-up to shallow left field, calling it, and catching it is Rivers to end this game, and the Underworld have ended their hopes. The Joyriders knock them off at Tiger Den. 5 runs in the sixth inning. Oh, boy, these last 2 games have been just so dirty. The Underworld had the lead going into the 6th. They had the lead with 2 outs in the 6th inning. They give up 5. And they couldn't do anything in the 6th. They lose, and they will get knocked out of the playoffs. For the Underworld, an 0-for-3 day for Jamie Cook isn't good. 1-for-3 for Jillian Fisher. She did not show up in this tournament. Tobias Fox never really got it going outside of that 1 home run. Cedar Nielsen, he flubbed things since the first game. Gianni Duffy was big today, 2-for-3 day with a 3-run homer and that double in the 6th to keep the game going. Army Porter failed for their team. Sanford and Sellers. McCarthy was 1-for-2 today, but 250 on the tournament. That's not going to get it done. Their whole offense just completely underwhelming. For the Joyriders, they had the huge grand slam from Oakley Reddier, a 4-for-4 day from Finley Pickles, a home run from Kayla Carter, and that was enough to take them to the second round of this tournament. So we have another team that is victim of the tournament as the Underworld will go down. Lennox McGribbons was really bad today. He didn't allow a run, but he goes 1 inning, gives up 2 hits, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. Cardoso Hill was pretty solid, 1 1/3, 1 hit, and 3 strikeouts. Aria Kelly was wonderful, 2 innings, giving up 3 hits, 1 strikeout. No one ever really threatened her. And Luke Santiago was doing really well too, but he just stayed in for too long. Oh yeah, there was the error from Jillian Fisher, and that would have won the game too. 1 1/3, giving up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and 2 home runs. That's a really weird line for Luke Santiago, but he should have been pulled sooner. Isaac Villegas is a long reliever, and he absolutely could have gone a little bit further if they would have brought him in sooner. Dirth Hughes pitched 3 innings. He got run out after the 3-run shot from Gianni Duffy. 3 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs on the home run, and 2 strikeouts. Al Khan gets the win, 3 innings, 1 hit, and 5 strikeouts. He pitched really well for the Joyriders. So it's going to be Reddier, then Duffy, then Pickles for the top 3 spots. And the Underworld are out in the first round. So they will join the Arctics as they sit out and watch the rest of this tournament play out. They will, the Joyriders will get at least 1 game rest before they will face either the Lockhorns or the Justice. We'll find out what happens in the next one. But the Buzzwings head back to the Bingata Bowl, have to face off against Bruce Wishwash, which is a nightmare, and they have to see if they can win Game 5. It's been a back-and-forth matchup all this whole series so far. Game 1 to the Thumpers, 2 to the Buzzwings, 3 to the Thumpers, 4 to the Buzzwings. And so we'll see what happens in this next one. But the Underworld, they have to feel really frustrated with their offense. The Arctics, the same thing. They both kind of fell victim to the same results. I do wonder if they don't bring McGribbons in for that game where he pitched, where he came in to pitch in relief, if he goes longer, I don't know if it makes a difference. It really was just a matter of pulling their pitcher in that last inning, but just a couple of pitchers too soon, and I knew it when I called it, but that's so frustrating. Anyways, appreciate the Arctics for being a part of the tournament. Appreciate the Underworld for being a part of the tournament. I hope you want to come back for more in the next one. But we have some more games to play as we're going to watch the Buzzwings face off against the Thumpers in this next one. So thank you so much for joining. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.